Hi, we're here in beautiful downtown Edison, Washington to take a look at the new Lanny Bergner exhibit. It's called Unnatural Wonders. Step inside. We're going to do a quick, kind of bumpy overview at first before we slow down and talk about this installation. Lanny Bergner is a Anacortes, Washington artist. He's been working with mesh as a sculptor. Right now he's working either with stainless steel or copper mesh. The stainless steel he can heat with little torches, very much like Bunsen burner. Butane torches and propane torches of different sizes. For him, it's very much like painting on the flat mesh. After that, he takes it and shapes the piece by hand and stitches by hand. We're going to go to this wall, which is comprised of copper leaves, copper mesh leaves on the stainless steel. And these are referred to as leaves on reflecting pools or a starlit pool. These edges are hand-stitched by Lanny using wire, sometimes copper wire. Shaped or embossed by hand, often just kind of pushing against some kind of a solid object to mold the distinct shape of each piece. Let's go to one of the first suspended pieces. This is called Leaf Anomaly. This is copper. The beautiful thing about these suspended pieces, well, all of them can create gorgeous shadows. They can move slightly. I have a small fan on right now because I like them when they're in slow, gentle motion. The color you see of the balls is glass frit, F-R-I-T, glass frit, that you can get loose, and Lanny rolls it with silicone and creates these little colored balls. And he's got the tendrils again here on the inside of this leaf. These are wrapped by hand. This piece is called Fruitful Season. And then we'll go next to the old leaf embracing new life. Some gorgeous blue in this. And the wire is green, hand wrapped. Again, these change throughout the day, depending on where you have them. If they're sitting on a table, pinned to a wall, suspended from the ceiling. This is a combination of the stainless steel mesh in the background that has been colored with the heat of the torch and shaped, and then the copper leaves, copper mesh leaves have been attached to that surface. Let's go to this first suspended piece on the back wall. This is a wing. He couldn't remember which wing he used here. It may have been a Dragonfly Wing. He sometimes takes wings that he finds in his yard, scans the actual little wing, and then enlarges it with a printout and uses that for the basic pattern, if you can imagine, almost like dressmaking. It's then cut from that pattern, and the color is, of course, applied with torches when he is using it. And again, that's only on the stainless steel that it will color like that. This is a bee wing with a gorgeous orange frit in the middle. These move beautifully and they change color throughout the day, depending on where they're hanging. Another beautiful leaf. Let's go next to the centerpiece. It's actually 150 falling bee wings. I'll try to give you the best idea of this piece as possible. These particular bee wings, they have been taken from a model of one true little bee wing and then scanned. And then they were cut from that. They have been torched, shaped. And then the difference is with these, they have been I'm caught up in the visuals of this, forgot what I was saying. They have been coated with a matte medium, which makes them translucent and also makes it possible to have them be stable and delicate but not have to stitch the edges. It would be too cumbersome and not really add anything to this piece to stitch the edges of these 150 bee wings. So they're suspended, and then the fallen wings are on the ground. Slight movement there. Let's go to the one behind it, which is a single piece with two parts. The lower wing is a bee wing, the upper wing is a cicada. These also have been treated with the matte medium on top, which gives them that very beautiful translucent look. And they're hung side by side as one piece, and it's called an adagio, aerial adagio. Next, let's look at this wall piece. I'll try to step back from this. One long sheet of stainless steel on the back. He freehand flame painted this with his little torches. He said it was very much like doing a big abstract painting without knowing ahead of time what he was going to be doing. And then he shapes that with his hands. And then once completed, the ginkgo leaves are attached. And they are copper. And of course they are stitched on the edges and coiled the stems. This is an astounding piece. It's called the Primeval Rendezvous. We'll go to these two suspended pieces in the middle of the room. Another beautiful copper piece from a leaf with the frit. And those wonderful kind of pinky tones. And this is a chrysalis. Chrysalis that's been made from a leaf. And the inside of it we have a little bud, a little pod. Let's look quickly at the pedestal pieces. It's stainless steel with, of course, the copper leaves attached on top. And inside this basket shape, we have the frit composed in a kind of, I guess you could say, to me it looks constellation-like, but it also looks like little seeds on vines also. This has a wonderful many-layered, the things that you can almost only see in shadow. These white there's white patterns underneath that you can see in certain light. And here Lanny has also applied a little bit of, this touches of real paint, pigment, dry pigment with a little silicone to give it an added dimension. Gorgeous piece. This one as well, it's called Embracing the First Bud. Very much like some of his past mollusk or shell pieces, but then it's gone into a different shape with the frit on the inside. And again, he's done a little touch of the white dabs of paint. Try to get it at the right angle so you can see. It almost make it look like stars around the lip. That is gorgeous. A couple of these shapes have kind of a cornucopia, as did the first one we started with. Let's go to this suspended piece. It is a kind of a similar shape to the one that was just we were looking at on the pedestal. And this is also kind of a shrouded or cocoon-like shape. I don't know how interesting that looks with me moving around, but it's got beautiful seams. Let's go to that wall. This is our only white wall. A lot of these pieces do work well against white. Again, you can work a lot with the lighting and the shadow, and they're very simple to just pin up to the wall. This is copper, mesh, and wire, all three. And they're all the leaf shape. This one has an extra level of interest with this universe image planted in the middle. And then on the desk, we have a beautiful leaf that is similar to those on the wall, except it has been coated with the matte medium, which gives it kind of that ghostly, translucent look. And let's end with, this is a gorgeous show of Lanny's. full-out installation which he installed himself. And I hope you get a chance to see it. We'll be up through the end of this month, and Lanny will be here Saturday evening at 5:30. That would be the 20th of May, so that he can give a little talk, interview with his wife, and answer questions. So this is IE Gallery saying thanks for checking in. See you soon.